Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And very good morning to all of my dear student. Welcome student. Today we will do the exercise number 2B. Exercise 2B. Okay. Now the topic is energy. Energy. What do you mean by energy? Energy is the capacity of doing work. Capacity of doing work is called energy. Okay. Now, if we have energy, then we will do work. Okay. Without energy, nobody or no one or any machine cannot do or cannot perform work. So for doing work it needs energy. Okay, so energy is a capacity of capacity to do work. Now this energy is of many types. Gravitational energy, electrical energy, heat energy, okay, solar energy, heat energy, electrical energy, electrostatic energy, muscular energy, magnetic energy, mechanical energy, this one. So in this video we'll discuss about the mechanical energy. Clear? Now look at this. What do you mean by mechanical energy? Mechanical energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its state of a rest and or of motion. It's called mechanical energy. Okay? The energy possessed due to state of a rest or motion is called rest or motion. It's called mechanical energy. If a body is at rest, that, or if someone is moving, if anybody is in motion, that possesses energy. That is called the mechanical energy. Okay. For example, you are sitting on the ground, you have energy. The mango is hanging on the tree, is a mechanical energy. Okay, a train is moving, is also mechanical energy. A rubber stretching a rubber, the rubber has also mechanical energy. Spring, if you compress the spring, that this is the spring. If you compress the spring by applying force, then it has also energy. Okay, so if anybody possesses energy when the body is at rest or in motion, that is mechanical energy. The mechanical energy is of two types. Number one, potential energy and kinetic energy, PE and KE. Potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy, when a body is at rest, the body possesses potential energy. When a body is in motion, the body possesses kinetic energy. Clear? Now, mechanical energy, this is equal to sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. Mechanical energy is equal to sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay, the total mechanical energy of a body is the sum of its potential energy and kinetic energy. Clear? Now, look at this. Potential energy. What do you mean by potential energy? Sometimes it is written as U and sometimes it is written as PE. Okay? Now, the energy possessed by a body at rest in its changed position, very important, change position or change in size and shape is called potential energy. Change position, the energy possessed by a body at rest in its change position, either position change or size change or shape change, that is called potential energy. It is denoted by U, capital U, or we will write also PE. Okay, but it is usually denoted by capital U. Okay, for example, some example is given there. A body placed at a height above the ground. The body placed at a height above the ground possesses potential energy. A mango hanging on the tree is also possesses, a mango hanging on the tree is also potential energy. A compressed spring is potential energy. A stretched rubber, the rubber is that distance, but by stretching the rubber is like that. That rubber contain also potential energy. A bent bow also contain potential energy. They have potential energy. Okay. Now, some forms of potential energy. There are many forms. These are: number one, gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. Each body experiences a force of attraction due to Earth. Which is called force due to gravity. Okay? The body, everybody is experience force of attraction due to Earth, towards the center of the Earth. That is called gravitational. That is called the force due to gravity or the weight of the body. Okay, we are standing here, we are sitting, or if a body is at this height, then this body experience the force of attraction due to gravity. That is called the force due to gravity or weight of the body. Okay, weight of the body. The potential energy possessed by a body due to the force of attraction of the Earth on it, it is called gravitational potential energy. Okay, so gravitational potential energy means the potential energy possessed by a body due to its force of attraction of the Earth. This is Earth and this is the body. Look, this one is a body of having mass m. This body, and this is the ground, Earth surface. The body is at this height. H. Okay, H. Okay, this body possesses gravitational potential energy because this body experience a force which is a force due to gravity towards the center of the Earth. So this body possesses gravitational potential energy. Is it clear? The gravitational potential energy. The gravitational potential energy of a body is zero when it is at infinity. Because the force of attraction of the Earth on the body is then zero. Okay, the gravitational potential of a body is zero. when it is at infinity, because the force of attraction of the earth on the body is zero. Okay, the gravitational potential energy of a body at a point is the amount of work done by the force of attraction of earth in bringing that the body from infinity to the point. Since the work is done by the force of gravity itself. Now look at this. Here, this body, if this body is at this height, okay, this body is at h. Now if you are doing some work that the body is that height, this height, okay, now if you are applying a force to bring that body to the ground, then a force is applied or gravitational force is work on it. Then what happened here? Many air particle is there, this height, in the path of the ball. There is an air particle, there is a dust particle is there. So if the body is falling freely, then what happened? The force is acts on the body. That force is a gravitational force towards the center, inward, and the body will displace this air particle and dust particle. So force is also there and displacement of the body is also there. So this is the work done. The body will do a work. As the distance of a body from the surface of the earth increase, the force of attraction of the earth decrease. Look at this. Here, the distance of the surface of this h is that height. If the body is at this height, h1, this is h and h1, so h1 is greater than h, so height is more, the force of attraction of the earth is less, decrease. The potential energy will increase because gravitational potential energy is equal to mgh. Okay, mgh. Simple. When a body is at some height, the formula for the force is mg. Mind it, mass and acceleration due to gravity, and this mass force into h is displacement or height. Okay, so formula for the gravitational potential energy equal to mgh. If the height is more, then gravitational potential energy will be increases, but the g value is decreases. Clear? So this is all about the gravitational potential energy. Now elastic potential energy. What do you mean by elastic potential energy? Here it is. Here is a stretch. It is a spring. Okay, this one is a spring. Now if you compress the spring, first of all the spring is like this. Okay, spring is, but if you are applying force, then what happen? The spring will become like this, just okay, like this. If you release it, the spring will going up. Okay, up and down. Okay, it will move like this, up and down. Okay, now why this spring, when you compress, the spring is moving up and down. Now look at this. Just notice that if you are applying a force, then the force is applied, muscular force is applied, then the spring from here to here is stretch means this delta x indicates the how much is spring compress. So this delta x is compressed, okay, from here to here the spring is compressed, means there is a displacement. This is indicates there is a displacement, and by applying a force it means we are doing a work, the work is done. Here actually work is done. The delta x is that is displacement, how much spring is compressed, okay. Now the work is done, so that work is done. The definition of energy is the capacity of doing work. So that energy is stored in the form of, that work done is stored in the form of potential energy, okay. Now if you leave that spring, then it will go up and down, it will move like that. If that the spring will move like that, okay. If we compress that spring by applying force, okay, then it occurs some displacement, that is delta x, so that work is done, that work done is stored in the form of potential energy, and when we release it, then the spring will do a work, okay, like this. So elastic potential energy, when an external force is applied on a non-rigid body, look at this, an external force is applied on a non-rigid body, it gets deformed, its shape change. Force is applied, it gets deformed due to the change in the size and shape. On removal of the force, if you release the force, it regains its original form due to the property of elasticity. The spring will regain its form due to the property of elasticity. So for this phenomenon to entire, by applying a force and regain, some work is done by external force on deforming the body. That external force we applying, so the shape of the spring change, so there is a work is done. That work is stored in the body in the form of elastic potential energy. Did you get it? Here this is a stretch, this is a compressed spring. If we apply force, external force is applied, then this spring is deformed, this shape is changed. When the force is removed, then due to the elastic nature of the spring, it is regain its shape. So there is a work done, and that work done is stored in the form of elastic potential, energy, okay. Now the formula for the elastic potential energy is 1 by 2 k delta x square. This formula is not required in class 10, okay, but I'm just writing the elastic potential energy formula. Just remember this one. It is not in use in our syllabus ICSE class 10, but it is in higher class. 1 by 2 k delta x square. What is delta x? Delta x is the compression of the spring, how much the spring is compressed, this one. This one is a delta x. And what is the k? The spring constant. Spring constant means some spring is very difficult or tight, some spring is loose, that is called spring constant. Okay, it depends on that also. Okay, some spring is easily, by applying simple force, the spring deform, and some spring by applying huge force to deform the spring. So that is the k. Okay, so elastic potential energy is also 1 by 2 k delta x square. To stretch spring or to compress spring, we have to do work. That work is stored in the form of potential energy. Okay, now look at this. Here, this is spring, this is the spring. Okay, this is the spring. If you compress it and put a ball by compressing, this is a ball. If you compress it, then what happened? Look here, this is the compressed spring, this is the compression. And if you are putting a ball here, if you release the force, then the ball will go at that height, the spring will move and the ball will move above. Why this will happen? Because the potential energy is stored in the potential energy is stored by the work done when the spring was compressed by external force. That's why this ball is moved from here to here. Okay, now for a stretch string, if the string is stretched like this, so stretch string, how the string is stretched? By applying the force that side, and here if someone is this side is fixed, then what happens? If you release the force, here force is applied at in that direction. So if you release, then the string is regain its shape also. Okay, so this will happen. Hope you have understood. Now look at this. Work done, force, we know force is equal to mg, mass into acceleration due to gravity. That is also called weight of the body. Okay, W. Now force is equal to force of gravity and displacement. Force is mg, and if the displacement that is denoted as h, then W equal to mgh. This is also known as mgh, potential energy. That work done, this work done is stored in the form of potential energy. Now look at this. Here, a body is at this height. A body is at the position A. This is a body as position A, having height h1, and another body is at height h2. Here h2 is greater than h1. Height of the body B is greater than height of the body A. Now for the potential energy for this body is mgh2, and for this body u1 equal to mgh1. This is the initial potential energy, and this one is the final potential energy. This is the surface, from the surface. Now from the surface, height is 0, the potential energy h is 0, that's why h is 0, that is potential energy is also 0. Why? Because potential energy, we know that Pe equal to mgh. If h is 0, then potential energy is 0 at the surface. Okay, now look at this. This one is the initial potential energy at this side. This one is the final potential energy at this side, at h2. Now gain in potential energy, how much gain in potential energy from this position to this position when the body is moving, going up? Okay, that is final potential energy minus initial potential energy, means U2 minus U1, and U2 value is mgh2. Now our U1 value is mgh1. mgh1. So that is gain in potential energy. Gain in potential energy is equal to mg common from here, h2 minus h1. h2 minus h1. So this is the gain in potential energy. Okay, but so this formula is applicable when a body of mass m is taken up from a height h1 to height h2. This formula is applicable on that one. But if a body is falls down from h1 to h2 above the ground, okay, then h2 is greater than h1. h2 is greater than h1. Look at this. If this body is at that place at initially at that place B, but it falls from here to here, then the height is decreases. So this was the potential energy. The potential energy at that height is mgh2. This was the initial potential energy, and this one is the final potential energy when the body is falling from some height. Then final minus initial, then the delta u will be mg final, this one h1 minus h2. Okay, hope you have understood. If you have any kind of question, then you can ask, okay, or write in a comment. Thank you.